this 4K screen paint using ambient light rejection technology, gain times 8. Trying to figure out exactly where in the world yesterday. Oh, here it is. I put the PS4 controller. All right, so yesterday, got a chance to do something interesting. As I said before, after leaving out the door yesterday, that I was going to be doing a live paint on demonstration for a customer friend. I don't do live paint on demonstrations at people's houses. I don't make house calls and stuff like that. But this is for a good friend of mine I've known for a long time, and she's been wanting to put in a screen, a much larger screen. They did not want to buy a TV, or they did not want to. They already had a TV already in the, but like I said, it broke, and they didn't want to go back and get themselves another TV, so they just screen. They have been to our house a few times and seen the projection screens we have set up here, and that's what they wanted. They wanted a large screen inside their home, something that they can use. I thought the best thing for them would be ultra short throw, because they do have a toddler running around the house, and to put the ultra short throw in the customer's home made it a lot easier. They didn't want a bunch of wires running back and forth. So I sold them the Epson 480, my 720p projector. Went over to their house and painted the screen in, and that was it. And right now they've been up all night watching movies and sports. They had friends over at the house, so they're going to be doing a lot of videos, posting these videos and showing off their screen. Also, too, we have major updates coming up. The Supreme 9 and Supreme 10 will not be a screen paint. They will be physical projection screens. The first one that will be actually on its way out probably this summer, which will be an inflatable screen. So right now we have to figure out exactly which company we are going to be dealing with when it comes to an inflatable screen. And they're going to have to be sturdy, because I've seen some screens we've had here before that when I went to drag them, or basically when they were inflated, we went to move them, they tore and ripped. So some of them we may get one custom designed just for us, because there's some things I want to add to the screen that usually we can't get if we do with a third-party manufacturing. Shipping time also too, we have to figure out how long it's going to take for them to fabricate the screen and bring it to us. But yes, there is a Supreme 9 inflatable screen on its way in time for summer vacation, for parties, backyard events, and so forth. And this is going to be a screen that's going to have extremely powerful ambient light capability to be able to pull up amazing images outside with your parties and whatever events you're going to be having. Since I had this massive, not I have a massive backyard, but I have a pretty good backyard, much bigger than the one I had in the last house. I'll be able to do some really big demonstrations. Also, too, we'll be doing massive inflatable demonstrations in front of my house, in front of my neighbors. I have a lot of people who basically have been asking me about, in this neighborhood alone, have been asking about inflatable screens due to the fact they've seen the massive screens we have in the backyard. The way my house is designed is when you walk around, you could actually see these giant screens in my yard, blowing up. So I think this is going to be an amazing summer to be able to bring out a jet black inflatable screen, because all the screens you see on the market right now are white. Every last one of them are white. We're going to do the side by side, which means we're going to do an inflatable screen. Half of it's going to be coated with our technology. The other half is going to be coated with the Supreme 9, just to show you the advancement in the technology and timing on when we can activate our screen over a white screen. So this is going to start something extremely big for this summer. As for Supreme 10, Supreme 10 will be a wallpaper screen. That's one of the ones we're working on, the 150-inch wallpaper screen by Supreme 10. So there's a lot of stuff going on right now, but I wanted to do I thought the best way to show the technology on another level. And start the video was a bit gritty. Keep in mind, I was doing a live demonstration. Good thing I have a Verizon service, but I was doing a live demonstration at that person's home, and I thought it'd be better for me to do the demonstration live, so that way you can see, I have people in the background, the screen's being painted in, just allowing you to see it live right there in someone else's home on another point of view. Just shows you how amazing the technology looks. And keep in mind, it looks exactly the same way. Their blues on their PS4 display looks exactly the same way I have it here. And my projector is 1080p. Their projector was an Epson 720p projector, but they're absolutely loving it over there. Like I said, they had a TV, but they wanted to go the route of a projection screen, but they didn't want to be in the dark. You know, they have kids that move back and forth, you know, two kids that move back and forth through their apartment, and they just didn't want that area dark. So that's where we came in. I installed the screen, allowed them to be able to watch TV and sports or wherever they want in a fully lit environment. But it was fun. It was fun. It was fun to do. I'm gonna start doing some more live. We're gonna call them live location installments. But I don't do this for everybody. This is just some people that I actually knew, and they've been talking about getting a projection screen for the longest time, and it was just fun to go over there and install the screen. So I had a really good time over there. So they have a huge backyard, and they were asking me like, you guys, are you going to do backyard screens? Because they know we've done backyard screens in the past. So yeah, we have inflatable screens coming up. So they're going to be buying an inflatable screen, putting it in the backyard, and they're going to be having barbecues and everything with the screen back there. So you're going to see a lot of videos of my neighbors and stuff like that who have huge backyards over here who want these giant screens in their yards for parties. So like I said, it's going to be pretty interesting doing a lot of live demonstrations on site of people actually with these giant inflatable screens. So we do have a few. We have some screens we're going to be dealing with manufacturers, but we have 4 customized screens that we're going to be building, some party screens. For those of you who may have swimming pools that want to do big party events on swimming pools and stuff like that, we have some other cool stuff. Yeah, and yesterday was interesting. So this right here, I'm going to show you right here. This is the video of, sorry if it came out gritty, I do apologize. Keep in mind, it was a live demonstration on site. This is a screen that was painted on at a customer's home live. So we had a ball over it. We had fun. Yeah, I was carrying on the camera. I was acting up on camera. I was, but I was having a ball. They had kids, and they wanted me to use that screen in a fully lit environment in their apartment. Mind you, they're gonna be moving next year. So I'm gonna be painting over this screen and doing another one for them. I think I'm gonna do a housewarming gift screen for them. The screen's still wet because I just painted it. I had to leave from there to come home and work. We're gonna talk about the Disney Channel. They're asking me how come I don't have the Disney Channel. I'm a huge Disney fan. I just really haven't got around to installing it in. Waiting for the Netflix account to activate. Like I said, sorry about the gritty video. I will post both videos at the bottom of the comment section so you can check it out for yourself. They watch some jacked up movies, man. I was going through the selection. I was like, good gracious, you people are freaking horror fiends over here. Dracula, yeah, they watch some crazy movies. And that's why I need my sleep at night. Can't watch movies like that. I need sleep at night. I can't watch movies like that. Now, we did one video where we painted it on. The second one, I'm back there talking to the customers and my customers / friends, laughing with them, and you know, just having the ball. It didn't take long to put the screen in. It was 2 coats because the wall I was painted on, I had no primer. You don't need primer with this stuff. So the wall I was painting was basically a pink wall. So I just basically put the frog tape in, painted over, was done. That's it. Is that for employees only? You getting your job there so I can celebrate and leave? What? I signed that application so fast. I kept going. You're having the ball. Now right there at the bottom, that is the Epson 480 projector. That is a 720p projector. I think they're 3,000 lumens ultra short throw right there. Sorry, but like I said, the video gets gritty because this was a live paint-on demonstration at their home. They're back there having a ball. I hope y'all heard that in the video too. Heard that in the video. I'm an educational page. How dare you say that? How dare you? Keep talking. Those are some of my god kids over there too. I had a few of my god kids over there, but I don't put the camera on anybody. I don't do that. I think it's. I mean, it's up to them if that person wants to be on camera, but some people don't want to be on camera. So, you know, out of respect, I don't flash people on camera that don't want to be on camera. It's just something you don't do. But anyway, yeah, it was a ball. Got on over there, painted the screen, had a ball. It had a hilarious time. Got a chance to go out and eat afterwards because I know these people are slash friends slash customers. They've been talking about getting the screen in for a very long time. Due to the fact that hold on for a minute, let me stop for a minute. I'm actually in that video. I want to go into a video that I'm actually into a video on. Having just a minute. All right, here we go. So this is right here. Let me paint the screen. Like I said, sorry about the grittiness. It was live. So using like the screen projector we're using is the one I gave them. Don't laugh at me. How dare you? It's my Epson 480 ultra short projector. They're not used to hearing me talk on camera that way. So when I'm with my friends, I talk differently. I'm like, hey, what's up, so and so. I'm a real fast talker. They're not used to hearing me say, hey, how you doing? This is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Crystal Technology Screens, Luminous. They're not used to hearing me talk that way. So I have a different voice when I talk on camera, like a promo voice, a voice I have. That's like if you have somebody, you see somebody at Channel 10, they have a Channel 10 like anchorman voice, but then off camera like a totally different person. So that's my voice that I have. I have to sound professional when I'm talking on camera, and I have to have the intro when I come in. And they heard me do the intro, and they've heard it before, but to have me do it right in front of them actually was kind of a couple of them were smiling in the background, like, okay, don't be funny. Sir, and we're painting the screen on site at a friend's, so we're doing it live. You don't like my commercial voice? My commercial voice. They're back there grinning about it. Could have been a newscaster. Like live, that's live. Live, live. Done that. What? What? So my friend of mine was like, he's the one that suggested. He's the one that suggested for me to do the live demonstration. He said, because there's no way in the world anyone can sit there and say in that live demonstration that you did at somebody else's house at a different location that your product isn't what it is. And it's not on a 4K projector. It's not on a 1080p projector. It's a 720p projector that you can use in the demonstration. You can see the light that's actually reflecting off the screen. That's in a fully lit environment. That was the best idea. My friend comes up with a pretty good idea. I think it's the best idea. Now the screen, I have to do a follow-up on a customer. I put in a 140-inch screen in their home. I will be doing a live demonstration over there also too. One of the screens we installed in for them. They're going to be changing out their projector. They're going to be using a ViewSonic projector. They ordered a ViewSonic projector for their screen. They may want to convert to a 235.1. I haven't decided yet. I got to talk to her husband because her husband's somebody, he may want to do a 235.1. But I did originally paint 148-inch in their home. Oh yeah, somebody called me right in the middle of the demonstration. I think it was my girlfriend slash wife. She called me. She called me twice. That's my air horn on my cell phone. So usually when someone calls me and I don't pick up twice because everybody knows this, that means I'm live somewhere. So bottom line is they call my friend. Well, she's going to call my friend a few minutes ago. Yeah, because I couldn't pick up. She's going down. Yeah, just explain to her that I'm live right now and that I can't basically do anything. I'm live right now. But I'll post these two links at the bottom. You can check it out for yourself. Because I told her I was leaving out the door. Now, as you see, when these screens go on, they're dark at first. As I did in a paint-on demonstration. As a matter of fact, I just previously did a paint-on demonstration of a styrofoam and masking tape screen. And I'll link that at the bottom. You'll see basically the one I did where I painted the screen live and the screen that I basically painted live at the customer's home, they sync. They look exactly the same. I'm doing two coats because the wall is pinkish color. Now, the reason why I know the technology works because when I do contracts, I have to do this on site. A lot of people don't realize that. When I do these demonstrations on contracts, you have to paint these screens in on site in front of them. They're not just going to sign a contract with you without seeing the product first. Who in their right mind signs a contract with somebody without seeing the product in action first? So when I go to a site for a contract, I have to paint that screen in right in front of them. Just like you're watching here live at somebody else's home, you have to paint it in live. Or not live, but to them, it's right in front of them. They got the live demonstration. They got a chance to watch and paint the screen.
Yeah, because I told her I was coming over here, and she said she didn't want to go. She said she wanted to sleep. What did she say on her end?
Oh, she's home, boy.
Yeah, she's home.
Is she home, boy?
She can't be home board. She got those projection screens sitting in the house, and on top of that, she got one in her room. And she should be good. I'll probably take her when I get back in. Right there. And it's a Supreme 8.
Now the reason why I had to do it twice is because the wall that the paint that they had on the wall was it was a high gloss. So it had a bit of a kind of a slick texture to it. So it had to be painted twice. That's why you see me going over any areas where the paint might have separated because the glossy has a bit of a slick surface. So sometimes when you apply paint to a glossy surface, it doesn't take right away. You have to put down a foundation, then you have to hit it again. This case, I didn't want to bring primer. I just wanted to paint the screen twice and be done with it. So that's why it was done this way.
And so to dry, it's going to get brighter and brighter and brighter. Yeah.
And this is one of the other paints because other black paints are mixed with chemicals in it that could be dangerous. There's about 5 kids in this video, or 5 little kids in the background. There is no odor. This is an old, actually not odorless, but it's a very low odor screen paint because everything that's in it is water based. You could paint this you can paint the screen around your kids, around your pets, and you don't have to worry about them becoming sick. That's why I said when we made that paint for Mr. Parr, one of the elements that was in there was a very toxic powder that was in there. You cannot have that on a wall or any kind of surface because, like I said, you don't know if that chemical may become toxic. You got to think. It's a lot of things you got to think about when you're making this stuff. You have to be peeling the tape off and stepping over somebody's toys. I broke my neck in there. I'm going to be going back over there again. I'm going to be setting up speakers for them because they want to set up a sound bar. They have these other speakers they want to get out of the way. So I'm going to be helping them out with the living room, cleaning things up and stuff, getting their living room set up because they recently moved in there and they just did not want to put a TV in. And that's what I've been telling people. People do not want to sit in the dark. That's it. They don't want to sit in the dark. These people had an option to go out and buy a TV and they didn't. The reason why they didn't buy a TV because they did not want to be stuck and they wanted a bigger screen. They wanted that. They wanted a movie theater experience, but they didn't want to be stuck in the dark. And that's what I keep explaining to people to understand. Everybody doesn't want to sit in the dark when it comes to a projection screen. They want to be able to use it in a fully lit environment. Some people don't want to spend the money for a TV. That is about probably about an 86 or 87 inch screen that now the black screen that she has in her living room that's operating off a 720p projector that pretty much I think if I put them in the right direction and they would have got off eBay, they probably would have paid about $120 or $150 for that projector. That's it. Compared to if you got a black OLED screen or if you got a larger screen, it would have cost you a couple $1,000s. So that kit right there that they paid for the 1-quart kit. They paid $297 for the kit, and then they got the projector. They have 180. No, sorry. So they have the 87-inch screen. That's a jet black screen. These are screens that are perfect for contrast. They're perfect for ambient light rejection. As you can see, none of the lights are off in the demonstration. They pull perfect color, which means that, as I showed you in demonstrations, against any form of screen, any form of projector, ultra short throw, long throw, laser. I've showed you these demonstrations where I can take a light gray screen, I can pull up a very bright level when it comes to whites. But the minute I pull up red, blue, green, yellow, any of those colors, they automatically fade. That's why if you take a white screen and if you do a white snowstorm, it is not going to fade. It's going to be to produce a nice bright image and a fully lit environment because it's reflecting white light. Now, if you take that same screen and you put different colors on it, those different colors will start to fade. They start to wash out. That's why you have to be in a dark environment in order to produce an image, because your colors will wash out. And I don't care how powerful your projector is. I don't care if it's short throw. I don't care if it's 4K. I don't care if it's 1080p. I don't care if it's 10,000, 20,000, 40,000. When it comes to contrast ratio, you're not going to see it. Now, I will be revisiting the screen. We'll take a sample sheet of light gray screen paint and we'll put it up against that screen and I'll show you the reaction. It's going to fade exactly the same way it does over here. Same thing. As a matter of fact, we'll do that. We'll do a half and half demonstration. We'll bring one half with a gray screen paint mix and the other half with our black technology. We'll go to on sites and we'll let them see the difference and judge for themselves live. Like I said, there's no way in the world that screen would have ever pulled up on a light gray screen. It'd have washed out right out there with all that light hitting it. You have to have black technology. That is the new way to go. Whether people want to accept it or not, that is the way to go. Nobody can sit there and say, oh, well, the image was too dark. And it's no, right there. It's a live demonstration. Watch me paint it in live. Everybody got a chance to see me do it live. This video is being broadcast on our Facebook channels, our Twitter channels, everywhere. Today, it actually uploads to the website. And this is not a pre-recording, an actual live demonstration on site of the screen being painted in. This is how we knew that those products were mixed with black paint. That's how we knew. The screen came up too dark. So in order to basically prove you, and I shouldn't have to show you how my technology works, I did a live demonstration off-site. And that screen pulled up nice and bright on a low-key projector of 720p. No 4K, no high-end projectors, none of that. Because a lot of these demonstrations I've seen from other people have been in really dark environments, number one. They've been in dark environments when they do these demonstrations and are using 4K, 1080p, high-power projectors. This is a projector that you can get on eBay for $120 to $140.
That screen starts to dry, white level's going to get higher and higher.
Should have did this a long time ago.
We'll do 3 more lines also too.
Hold on. And they're back there having a ball.
Okay. Yeah, I told you I was going to say wrong. All right, people, I'm about to sign off.
Fake a demonstration. Not a good thing to do.
So I'm going to get out of here and
Not a good thing to do.
keep going.
Now keep in mind, I'm gonna say this real quick. When this does come up for legal, right? When we go to that facility, I'm not gonna say too much about it. I got to do the same demonstration right there in front of these people. So keep in mind, as a live demonstration, these different team that's actually gonna be working on this in July. Before the Supreme 9 and 10 launches, we will make sure that we get some loose ends wrapped up. We go to the next stage. I want to make sure that certain individuals will be used as examples not to mess with our company. And this is actual proof of a screen being painted like. There's the witnesses behind me that saw that screen get coated in. We know that product was mixed with black paint when those demonstrations were done. We know they were falsified. How do you explain my video here? It's live. It's not a pre-recorded. It's a live demonstration. There's no way for the video to ever be faked.
Send it over to me? Or you got YouTube, right?
Yeah.
All right, do a YouTube video for me.
Alright.
And just show up the screen.
Alright.
All right, hope you're onto it. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you all for your time, for coming in and watching. God bless. More lines also too.
So I'm gonna go back over it. I guess I'm gonna do a recap. This time I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna record it without the live because, like I said, you already seen it already. That way you won't see too much grittiness to the screen. I mean the video because, like I said, I was using my Rise.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna prove him wrong.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said, "Did you prove him wrong?" I said, "Yeah, I told him I was gonna prove him wrong."
Did it live for you. Did it live for you. Right here. Live. That screen surface live, right now it's gonna get higher and higher. Might as well do 3 more lines also too.
Fully lit environment. Yeah, if you want to sit in the dark all day long, knock yourself out. My customers don't sit in the dark. Let me come out of here real quick. Real quick before we come out of here. Now, you see the blue on that screen right there? Look at the blue on that screen. Same thing. Same blue. Except over here, my projector's at 1080p. That projector they have over there is a short throw 3000 lumen projector at 720p. Same amount of light in the environment. Same thing, they got their PS4 hooked up to it. I'm gonna do another demonstration where I won't have too much grit to the screen so that we can see it. And they're over there having the ball. I think they're watching a basketball game last night. All right, so let's get on with this. So yeah, Supreme 10, Supreme 9, Supreme 10. Yeah, so I think probably around because it's still wintertime over here. Keep in mind, all we got over here to do now is research and development right now on it. I mean, we will be doing some test screens, some smaller test screens. I actually want to order a much smaller inflatable screen. Probably not the massive size that we had planned because we're going to have several sizes in these inflatables. We actually want a big one. I want a really big one. I think I got enough room if I can clear the trees to probably do maybe like a 200-inch inflatable in the backyard. So I don't know about that one, but I got to go outside and see exactly where the trees land at, how we can put this giant screen right there because I would like to do a 200-inch inflatable screen. That would be freaking amazing to do. And I'm gonna have to get I'm gonna order we're gonna have to order a certain projector for that because that's a really big screen. We're gonna have to get like a venue short throw, short throw, not ultra, but a venue short throw for that one because I'm gonna have the 200-inch screen. No, wait. No, I can do it because my screen in the backyard is my biggest screen in the backyard is 180 inches. So I got to be 21 feet back to hit that screen. So I probably could do it on the Sony. With no problem. I'm gonna try to do it on Sony because if it's 200 inches, I should be able to do it with no problem whatsoever. I should be able to do it with no problem whatsoever. That shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, we got to get the sizes of the inflatable screens. Now some are going to have party packages, which means we're going to have some that are going to come with speakers. We're going to buy LED speaker party packages like the Bluetooth wireless light up outdoor speakers. We're going to have setup packages like that. So you can basically Bluetooth your phone or whatever you want to do. If you want to do visual effects shows outside or any kind of dance parties and stuff like that, we're going to have those setups right there. Some may come with projectors. You may be doing some with projectors kits also. So that's another thing we're going to be setting up too also. Hold on. I should be right back. I got to go take you something really fast. already have orders already stacking for you as we speak. I'm going to do, since we have this big backyard in the back, I'm going to utilize it to make money. I'm going to bring back the black inflatable projection screen. I'm going to do a party package. I'm going to do elderly people have backyards out here. They got front yards. It's the best screen for this kind of environment. So I'm going to do inflatable screen packages that will come with the speakers. That fellow that was sitting out there in that truck, the speakers he was selling, I'm going to find out how much he was paying for them. Because if I can get his number, I can do business with him, and I can package speakers with these screens. So, oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I got the one ahead. Just a lot of fun. I got a spray and I'm good at spray. That's fine. A lot of movie flavors. All right, so.
But I'm not curious what are those speakers.
All right.
You don't want those speakers. They're heavy. They're not light.
No, they'll make a difference. They're party speakers. They're supposed to be outside. They're supposed to be. My speaker downstairs is heavy. That's what they are. They're DJ speakers. They're supposed to be heavy. The magnets are supposed to be big. They're too light. And they're cheap. So what I'm gonna. Oh shoot! I forgot I'm live right now. No. They can't see. Camera's in the other direction. I gotta shut this real quick. Has to be all right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I am discussing some business with what we're going to be doing. So yeah, so there's several ways we're going to go about doing these inflatable Supreme 9 packages. We are going to be, there's two companies I'm working with projectors. These screens will come with packages. So one may come with a projector. Okay, so we may have one screen by itself with nothing. That's the basic kit. We'll have another one that will come with speakers. These are party speakers, the ones that light up, doom, 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 Bluetooth, all that cool stuff, microphone, whatever. We're going to have those. One will come with some will come with projectors. We're going to try to see if we can get pallets for projectors of 720p, 1080p, 4K. Not yet. Also, too, we're going to have a big package, the ultimate package, which is going to come with the speakers. It's going to come with the screen. It's going to come with the projector, the whole 9 yards, everything you need to set up the backyard event or wherever you're going to be doing. So that's what we're working on with the Supreme 9, like ultimate backyard packages. Now, what we are going to add in for free, we're going to add in some free party lights. Like I have a few of them set up on the deck outside that display all kinds of cool images and laser shows. We're going to give a few of those away for free with those packages. If you're setting up something for the kids, you have a DJ booth or whatever you're going to be having out there, or visual effects or whatever, that's what we're going to be doing. So that's what I was kind of discussing in the background. I forgot I was live when I was talking in the background. So I get really excited when I start getting ready to set up for something new. And this is going to be really cool. I have this huge backyard. I have tons of neighbors out here who have massive backyards. And keep in mind, I have a golf course in the back of my house. So it's going to be amazing to see other people's reaction because, mind you, when you deal with an inflatable screen, they're designed to be white. And with black technology, as you can see, we can produce images outside on in the evening hours of 5 and 4 o'clock. A white projection screen usually has to be fired up somewhere around 9, sometimes 10 o'clock. And keep in mind, if you're having a party, if you're having an event for your child, or you're having movies outside, no one wants to sit around until 9 or 10 o'clock to fire a projector because you're afraid the image is going to fade. You could start that party at 4 o'clock. You can start that party at 5 o'clock. You can start that party at 6 o'clock. And the screen is going to look absolutely incredible. We're going to have true contrast levels. It is going to look amazing on an inflatable screen. On top of that, when you're done, you just basically unplug it and it goes back down and you're done. So right now, I think we're going to start the research and development on Supreme 9 and 10, probably about 3 months from now. And then after that, I'm going to be ordering me a probably no, I'm sorry. It'll be probably around midsummer because, like I said, we had that other thing that has to be taken care of first, and that depends. So, like I said, we're working through a few things, but before we can actually launch those two products, those particular thorns in the side must be dealt with. Okay. With that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me put something on so you guys can watch. I'm still back there talking. I got things. I'll put something on so you can watch. And I gotta go back and I gotta discuss a few business plans. Let me go put something on it. You have to watch my demonstration here. Let's just throw something on for you. Okay. Here, do we have any relaxing videos? All right, there you go. I'll put that on. You can watch that. I'll be back. Like I said, I'm discussing some business right now, but I'll be back. Where the freaking George is my other phone? All right. Hold on. So I got to discuss something really quick because I'm really excited about this. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a couple inflatable screens. I think the biggest one we're probably gonna do, I can probably do is 200 inches. So 200 inches, 150, 120, and then we'll do like a 100-inch screen, something like that. This is gonna be pretty cool. So I figure I got that giant backyard. Might as well do something with it this summer, eh? All right, so we're gonna do, and on top of that, I think we're gonna do one of the screens. Well, actually, you already know that. Well, okay. So what we're gonna have to do is we already know the technology is weatherproof. Any technology we develop on the Supreme 7 or 8 or whatever, it's all weatherproof. So the fact that I have screens out there that have been sitting out there since August, and it is now December, it just proves that the technology, it does what it does. You know what I mean? I can timestamp and do a video slicing all the videos together, showing you exactly the time frame, weather, on how long the screens have been out there. So they already been tested as weatherproof, the chemical we developed. All right, I shall be back. Enjoy the birds. Woo, woo. Anyway, so, damn it. All right, sorry about that. Discussing some business. All right, so um, I'm probably going to be doing a lot of on-site demonstrations for these inflatable party setup. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty busy summer. All right, hope you're enjoying the birds. A couple of bird feeders outside the house. So I think what I'm gonna do is I had that motorized projection screen stand outside. I'm probably gonna give that away to one of my neighbors because I'm not going to need it anymore. Because we're going to use that area right there to do the demonstrations for the Supreme 9 inflatable screen. And I think I'm probably going to put we're going to do maybe for the advertisement screen, we're probably going to do maybe a 200-inch. We're also talking with a fellow who's going to do a commercial for us for like advertising promos on that giant screen. So it's like I said, 2020 is going to be, we're going to do things big in 2020. That is a beautiful bird. Let's see if we can get some out. I love the nature scenes. If I had an aquarium this big in my home, I swear, I would love to have an aquarium this big. A friend of mine, he has like, I think it's a 2,000-gallon aquarium. It is freaking massive. I was talking to him on the other day. I was like, how, now mind you, I don't know much about aquariums, all right? The bottom line, my education goes to aquarium. It's just a 50-gallon fish tank, and that is it. And it's not even salt water at that. So my knowledge when it comes to aquariums is just, I'm learning as I go along. From people I talk to, customers, I have a few customers who have massive saltwater tanks. And I'm like, how in the world do you remove that much water out of a tank? Like, are you getting, keep in mind, like I said, I'm learning. You get 5-gallon buckets and you empty it out. How does it work? And found out that they have 2 backup reserve tanks. So basically, water they drain one tank and they fill it. I don't know. They drain it or fill it. I didn't ask questions about the fish, so I don't know about that. There's more questions I'm asking, but I know how they do the tank is they drain water from one tank and it actually goes through a system that cleans it, and they already have a tank that's already clean that's pumping water in, which I think is freaking amazing. I didn't even know about that. So they have a separate room set aside for that reserve tank, for those reserve tanks to change the water in and out from clean water to fresh water. But I'm pretty sure I like coral reefs. So when I do my fish tank, I want to do a coral reef setup. But I think I'm gonna probably try to go with a 500-gallon tank. Not here. We have plans to get a much bigger home, and I do want to get a 500-gallon tank, or maybe a little bigger than that. But I'm gonna start off small, baby steps. I don't want to do anything on large scale. You know what I mean? And end up drowning myself. You can check out some beautiful scenery. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing it on site. Had a lot of fun doing it. So if we get some good weather today, yesterday was windy as I don't know what. It was really, really windy yesterday. Hopefully today we get some good weather because I want to do some demonstrations outside. I want to do some demonstrations outside. Supreme 8's look incredible outside, but the Supreme, and those you're asking, will Supreme 8 be ever coded to a inflatable screen? No. The Supreme 9 and 10, those screens or that technology, that formula is strictly going to be designed for physical screens only. As I said before, we're in the process of getting the machine to do bigger wallpaper surfaces. We want to be to do 120, 130, 150-inch wallpaper screen, 235.1. We have options for that. We were in the process of building motorized projection screens under the company's name. Keep in mind, all motorized screens will be tension. I do not like doing the other screens. I just don't like that wave or ripple effect in the screen. Fixed frame screens, if we do fixed frame screens, which I want to do, we have to have those built. That's going to have to be a custom built screen, because if I do fixed frames, I do not want borders. I want completely borderless fixed frame screens, and I want them to be thin. I do not want them to be heavy. So we have to bring somebody in to actually build this from the ground up. It has to be done with blueprints and all that stuff like that. We do fixed frames. So there's, like I said, there's a lot of things we have on the table on how the 9 and 10 are going to be used, but it will never be a screen paint form. This will be physical screens. We are going to do transparent. There is a transparent screen, a wallpaper transparent screen coming out. It is going to be a Supreme 9. And these are going to be screens that are going to be used for front and rear. Keep in mind, if you have a screen that is wallpaper transparent, and you can set this along the side of your pool, which means you have to mind you, if you have anytime you have a projection screen near your pool, your projector has to be a distance, or you're going to have it in an outer box, which means it's a giant box. You're going to stick your projector in. If anybody splashes water or anything, it doesn't damage the projector. So we're going to be working on a flexible screen that's going to be transparent, that's going to allow you to be able to lock this into the side of your pool, whatever, so you can sit there and have this transparent screen that will basically fit. It can mold itself around your pool due to the fact that the screen is flexible. See, we don't think like everybody else. We have the ideas, we have plans for this year for how screens are going to be designed. It's going to be in a whole nother universe. This is just the tip of the iceberg. But I'm happy, really happy. God bless us to be able to go down there and do that demonstration live. I'm happy about that. I'm happy. I should have did that a long time ago. Should have did that a long time ago. I'm really happy about that. Had a ball, had fun. And they're enjoying it. We're going to see a lot of videos from these people because they're happy with the screen right now. I sent a couple of them last night. They're out there watching basketball on it. They're going to have a little party over there. They're going to have the screen set up. I got to figure out exactly whose house I'm going to be crashing for Super Bowl. I was thinking about having something here, but I got to record, and I don't want to, I don't know. I want to figure out where I'm going. I got a lot of people who has my screens around here. I don't know whose party I'm going to crash. I mean, since I did install the screen, I get to go to the party for free. So, yeah. Beautiful scenery. Let's go to the Northern Lights. Never even seen that. I'm going to do that one day. One day, I'm going to get a chance to see them. There's some places I want to see before I die. I definitely want to see the Northern Lights. If I'm saying that correctly. Mm-mm. And I told you, what we got planned in 2020, boy, I'm telling you, if you think our technology is advanced now, oh my goodness. We're going to raise the bar so high, anybody's going to try to reach. We got some stuff that's coming out that's going to be insane. When the Supreme 9 and 10, everybody's technology and side-by-side live demonstration on site. And that means Black Diamond, we're getting your samples. They probably won't even give us the samples. Probably got to fight to get them. Want to do side by side? That's basically about it. Oh, for those who've been asking us about storefronts, that's also coming too. We're branching off the line. Told you we're doing things on a different level this year. Like I said, once we get a few entities established, like a legal department, an official legal department, we're going to branch offline. Oh, that's definitely going to be needed, trust me. Oh, I can't wait. Yes! Supreme 9 is going to be amazing. Put this aside real quick. I'm going to prove a little theory real quick. Show you something. I had this conversation about gray screens. I'm going to show you something real interesting. Now, when a gray screen displays white, it doesn't fade because it's white. White does not fade any form of ambient light whatsoever because it's white. Look at the image very carefully. Now, the black screen, as you see in our technology, does produce a very high white level. And the screen, because it's white, it produces a proper color balance. You have to have some kind of black in there in order to be able to produce contrast. The light gray screen does not have the ability to produce contrast, but it produces a higher white level. Now, think. If a screen produces a higher white level, in the back of your mind, you're thinking it has the ability to produce a higher color level, a much brighter color. But it doesn't. It produces a faded color. How is that possible? Well, the bottom line is it's not an ambient light projection technology, which I'll show you. We will go over to. This is why when you turn on your projector on a gray screen and a well-lit does not fade. It's just the color that will fade. There you go. You think about that. A lot of people don't realize that white screens, when producing a white level, when gray screens, like gray screens, when producing a white levels do not fade on that screen. It's white. It has the ability to produce a higher white level. But what the screen can do is it can produce proper color. This is why the minute you turn on a light gray screen, take a light gray screen or white screen, and you stick it in an environment that is too much light, the screen automatically starts to fade. The white doesn't fade, the color fades. This is why you have to be in the dark. This is the only way you can produce a proper image, because this cannot produce proper color. Black screens have that ability to do this. Neon blue. No matter what color I pull up, it is going to look faded on the screen always. A white screen is going to produce a higher white level than a gray screen because it's actually white. But when it comes to contrast, neither one of the screens will see it. Some people didn't think about that when it came to white screens. We figured that out years ago. They can even produce a white level. Now, if they were to camouflage the colors, as in being flowers or whatever, they would be able to hide this flaw. They wouldn't be able to hide it too much in a well-lit environment because you would start seeing tannage around the edges because the screen would start to fade. But in a dark environment, they can pretty much mask the flaws pretty good. Now, if they were doing the demonstration I'm doing now in a well-lit environment and showing off the different colors, you would see it. Neon green. They can't even pick up gray. Not even gray. They can only pick white. That's it. And if I were to choose black, you wouldn't even see it. There you go. I can't explain to you any simpler than that. That's the reason why when you turn on your projector in a fully lit environment, that's why your colors fade. That's why you have to calibrate your projector, because white levels, any white level is going to pick up in a well-lit environment. It's white. It's going to pick up. That's why your colors fade. That's why they wash out, because light gray screens and white screens can't pick up color. That's why you have to calibrate your projector. Some people feel they get a high enough lumen count, that'll fix it. No, your screen just purely just can't pick up color. That's all. Now, watch this. This is black house paint. We've done this demonstration before. Black screen has to be to pick up a white level. Has to be. Not every screen can pick up a white level. That's black house paint. If you notice, if you look at the black house paint, it's too dark. Too saturated enough white light. One screen does not produce enough contrast. One screen does not produce enough white light. Both right now, mind you, the color black is playing right now. Well, color black, yeah, it's on right now. So we'll take this off, and we'll come over to clear, and we'll hit white. As you can see in the demonstration, the white gray screen has the ability to produce a higher white level, which it should, where the screen right here, which is coated with everyday black house paint, is producing a very dark black color because it cannot produce white. Now, we'll go over to neon red. Black screen is coming out too dark, where the color is too dark and dirty, where the light gray screen does not produce any color at all whatsoever. So you have one screen that's too dark because it can't produce white, and another screen that's too faded because it can't produce contrast. Neon blue. Oh. Neon pink. Let me get that one at all. Let's go that again. Neon pink. So how is it that a white screen cannot pick up color? You can only pick up white. Can't pick up contrast. And then you have the paint that can't pick up a bright enough color because it's too dark. Neither one can pick up gray. Dope. This is what happens when you mix. I have a demonstration sheet downstairs to show you what happens when you mix a black paint in with a Supreme 8. Let's see if we can find. Oh, there we go. We're going to call me back. Nope, sorry back. There we go. Right at the beginning. Where's my source? My source. There you are. Where you went to? Would you like for me to get closer? Black paint. Supreme 8 technology. Maybe on this side so you can really see it. There you go. There you go. See how dirty the image is? Every day, black house paint. Oh, and by the way, this is my also coated with a Supreme 8. This is my black projection screen here. As you can see, I can display my Pac-Man display right here. This is actually GT 5600 with a 20,000 to 1 contrast. This is my work screen right here using my ultra short throw projector. I have two projectors running in here. 20,000 to 1 contrast. The background on this setup is black. at 20,000 to 1 ultra short throw. This one, take this one over here. Come over here and we'll grab this one right here. That's a true black level right there. Some people think that because they have a projector, ultra short throw, at 20,000 to 1 contrast, that's going to make a difference. It's not. That's 3,000 lumens, 1080p, 1100 lumen Optima GT 5600. Oops. Yep, this one falls off. This, for some reason, this does not want to stay because this has a special coating on it. Let's see if we can get this to stay up there. There we go. Look at that. 20,000 to 1 contrast. Look it up. It's an ultra short throw projector. So if I'm using this in my workspace and my screen is like gray, that's what I'm going to get. Special coating on it. That just gives you an idea right there. I don't even think the sheet, sample sheet wants to be up there. See if I find something a little heavier so that sticks a little better. I'll put you right there. So, you know, people sit there and tell you that, well, you just need, I have to you just have to calibrate. You can calibrate your projector. You can, I don't know how you would actually increase the black contrast on your screen. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how that's possible. So 2000 to 1 contrast is on the Sony. Sorry about that. Doing some typing back there. I do apologize. Let me go back on that one. I'm sorry. Doing some typing on the keyboard over here. I kind of messed up on that one. My bad. Hopefully we can get this to stay up on the screen. It doesn't fall off too many times. Ultima GT 5600, 20,000 to 1 contrast. Same demonstration. Except for ultra short though, except for 20,000 to 1 contrast. This one sits right next to an open window. Not gonna lights. Still gonna have a chance. The lights out. Urgent. Can't pick it up. Just watch me use ultra short. 20,000 to 1 contrast. Can't pick it up. And I told you, the only way that image would be able to pull that image, you would have to be neon blue. Reacts the same way. Doesn't make a difference. Well, I'm out of here. That's what I was trying to explain to you. That's the reason why you can't use a light gray screen or white screen in a fully lit environment due to the fact that the screen can't hold color. It's going to automatically fade out right from the door. And that's why when you watch demonstrations of other screen paints, they have to do the demonstrations with their customers in the dark. They will tell them that it's a non-ambient light rejection screen paint and it has to be used in a dark environment or ambient light rejection environment. Pink stucco screen. I'll put this demonstration in the bottom so you can check it out yourself. This is another customer, as I showed you before. Her pink stucco screen, as you can see, fully lit environment. Doing with the lights on, the lights off. And that's on a stucco surface. This is a screen I just painted in my friend's house. All right, I'm out of here. I had a ball. Thank you all for your time. I have to go. I'll post at the bottom of the video the live demonstration that I did over at a friend's house painting in their screen. So I'll post that, and I'll post a few of my customers' demonstrations on our product. But I think that live demonstration hits the nail right on the hammer. It does, or the hammer on the nail, whatever way you say it. Can't beat a live demonstration.
How do I do about that? First things first. First things first.
All right, I gotta get out of here. I have much to do. I gotta get started on working on these packages for the Supreme 9. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. I am out of here. And God bless.